The stand kicks off in that split second where everything feels calm and explosive at the same time, the kind of moment predator hunters live for, where the wind is cutting just right, the sun is painting every little ditch and fold in the terrain, and you know before the call even finishes its first cry that something is about to happen, and sure enough it does, because this hunt goes from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye, music still echoing, adrenaline already climbing, and then it's nice hit, next one, double down baby, because coyotes don't ease into this stand, they come charging like torpedoes, hard, fast, committed, one of them screaming in from 147 yards like it owns the place, big old coyote locked on, head low, tail flat, not even thinking about slowing down, and that's when it hits you that this setup is perfect, collar about 20 yards in front of us, perfect sun lighting up all the little cuts and washes, shadows breaking us up just enough, wind pushing. Scent exactly where we want it, so we settle in and make the stand, and almost instantly one coyote is down, dropped at close range, maybe 30 yards, the 300 hammer absolutely flattening it with authority, no drama, no second shot, just a hard thump and dust hanging in the air, but before we even have time to breathe Holly spots another one way out there, so far it looks like a speck, easily a mile out, already rolling in, already committed, and that's where the chess match starts moving. Fast, grabbing the 6.5 Creedmoor setup for long range because you don't know if this one's going to hang up or come all the way in, heart rate steady but mind racing, watching that coyote eat ground, closing distance faster than you'd expect. And then suddenly he's at 50 yards, you click, nothing, rifle's empty, that half second where your stomach drops, you shuck around and the coyote blows out hard, sprinting, stops at 200 yards, turns just enough, crosshairs settle, squeeze, and the bullet threads the needle right through the front shoulder, dropping him in his tracks like someone pulled the plug. Two coyotes down on one stand with two totally different rifles and shot distances, the kind of stand you replay in your head long after the season's over, and just when you think it's done you're dragging that coyote and Holly says there's another one coming, so everything hits the dirt, prone off the collar, 60 yards, squeeze, and that coyote folds too, no hesitation. Wild, chaotic, perfect, and that energy just keeps rolling as the morning goes on. Nice shooting, triple down because the coyotes keep responding. 5 minutes and one shows up, 5 minutes later another, bump the volume, reach into uncharted territory with the sound sequence, and 10 minutes after that here comes another one on a string, ears pinned, eyes locked, triple down on a single stand, and that's when it really sinks in how big of an advantage a suppressor gives you, shots barely. Register, no loud cracks echoing across the prairie, coyotes don't know what hit them, they don't blow out of the area, they just keep coming and you keep calling and the pile grows, and then the heavy hitters come out, the 458 Sock'em running subsonic 570 grain Lehigh bullets moving just under 1,000 feet per second, super quiet, unbelievably deadly, those bullets chewing coyotes up and slamming them into the dirt like they got hit by a freight train, 75-yard shots with the 300. Hammer, coyotes charging straight at the call, locking on, waiting for that perfect moment, letting them pass the collar, stop, turn, and then sending it, double down, stacking up, reading the wind, reading the terrain, letting coyotes do exactly what coyotes do, even when the wind is howling at 30 miles per hour, setting the caller 100 yards upwind, letting them circle downwind exactly where you want them, 60 to 70 yard shots, coyotes dropping in their tracks, some coming in so close the camera can't even focus before it's over, and every stand tells its own story, careful setup, patience, smart calling, controlled shots, and results that make ranchers smile, because every coyote taken off these pastures means fewer calves lost, fewer sleepless nights, fewer problems down the road, and whether it's a 170-yard shot followed by another coyote charging right on top of you, or a stand where you blink and suddenly it's a double before you even process what just happened. Blends into one long stretch of dust, wind, muted gunfire, and adrenaline, coyotes responding exactly the way years of experience tell you they will, and the beauty of it is how unpredictable it still feels, how one stand can be dead quiet and the next one explodes into chaos, how you can be sitting there thinking about moving and suddenly there's a coyote at your feet, how switching calibers mid-stand becomes second nature, how communication between shooters is just quick whispers and hand signals, left one, right one, hold, shoot, and then it's over and you're standing there again, breathing hard, looking at another pair on the ground, dust still settling, knowing this is why you put in the miles, why you get up before daylight, why you sit through the quiet, why you trust the process, because when it all comes together like this, when the setup is right, the calling is right, the wind plays along, and the coyotes do exactly what predators have done for thousands of years, there's nothing else like it, and as the music fades and you start thinking about the next stand, you can't help but grin, because you already know this day isn't slowing down anytime soon, and somewhere out there, just over the next ridge, another coyote is already listening.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.